Namaskar. Who is CZ, the CEO of Binance, who was imprisoned by the Biden administration and who has been completely, fully pardoned by the Trump administration now? What is Binance? What does it do? What is the importance of this? And why did the Biden administration jail him in first place? All that stuff and more in this very short slide deck. And a small request to all of you to please like this video. And if you have not already subscribed to our channel, kindly do so right away. Here we go. So, Changpeng Zhao or CZ, Biden jailed him and Trump freed him. What happened? Well, Zhao is a Chinese-born Canadian and also a UAE citizen, founder of Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange. By cryptocurrency exchange, what it means is, see, it like Bitcoin, there are many other digital currencies. And all these things are brought in one place. And viewers, if you have an account on Binance, you can do the trading between those. You can sell this, buy that, if you think that that's going to go up higher in value. And basically, it's like NASDAQ exchange. You have Binance. Binance is by far the biggest. Their claim to fame is the low-cost trading fees. Plus, they have their own coin called Binance BNB, Binance coin, and that gives you even more, cuts in terms of costing. So it's a very compelling option for those who are trading in digital currencies to get on the Binance platform. So I'm going to talk to you about why he got jailed in the first place. And I'm also going to talk to you about the relative philosophies of the conservative or the Republican government versus the Democratic government. So what happened was, in November 2023, he pleaded guilty to one federal count of failing to implement an adequate anti-money laundering program and stepped down as CEO of Binance. As part of a settlement, Binance said that the company paid about $4.3 billion and CZ personally paid about $50 million. He served 4 months prison time in 2024. Prosecutors had sought about 3 years of time in prison for him. Then, why was he prosecuted? The Biden administration alleged that Binance, under his leadership, allowed large volumes of transactions that violated or skirted United States sanctions laws and Bank Secrecy Act regulations, including transactions linked to terrorist organizations. By the way, in the Binance platform, on the Binance platform, you can take a digital currency and you can get a local currency. For example, in dollars, you can get dollars for your digital currency. There is a way they'll tell you, okay, this is how much this particular digital currency is worth per coin. And then you say, okay, fine, I'm going to encash it. And you can encash it. Likewise, you can also pay in the local currency and buy these coins. So it's a two-way street. Binance also allows multiple currencies to be traded in this way. So supposing you are traveling somewhere and you are short of local currency cash, you have a Binance account. You could go onto your account and say, okay, I'm going to sell this one digital coin, and then in exchange for that, I want to get the local currency. You can do that too. So this is a fairly convenient platform. The question was, did this platform allow money launderers to get away scot-free? Now, as a rule, many of these digital coins, unless you are able to get into the blockchain access to find out where the money came from and where it went, these are all money laundering tools. It doesn't matter whether it is Bitcoin or it's any other coin. The charge against Zhao was that he failed to maintain an effective anti-money laundering program, which is required for financial institutions operating in or touching the US market. Then what happened? On the 23rd of October 2025, Trump issued a full unconditional pardon to Zhao. The White House framed it as part of Trump's reversal of the previous admin's approach to the crypto industry. They claim the prior admin targeted crypto and that Zhao was prosecuted despite no identifiable victims. The pardon comes amid the crypto sector's rising political influence and the Trump family's increasing involvement in crypto ventures, including deals involved with Binance. Let me tell you the philosophical difference between the Biden administration and the Trump administration. With the passing of the Genius Act, now what the Trump administration is saying is, look, we're not against any digital currency. Let them survive, let them thrive in alongside the stable coins, which is what we are after, because we are saying stable coins are those digital currencies that have an asset backing them. The others, you have to find out what is the asset behind XYZ coin. For example, Bitcoin doesn't have any asset. So how does one value the value of Bitcoin? All we know is that there are 21 million Bitcoins, about 19.8 have been mined already. Therefore, because it's a fixed supply, the cost of mining is going up, and the cost of Bitcoin also is inching up, because people see that, oh, this is a very valuable tool. What about all the other digital currencies? I can't even name more than 2 or 3. Dogecoin, that's something that Elon Musk has promoted. That's one. Then there is the Ether. So there are a few things that I can think of, but my point I'm trying to make here is that the Biden administration was against all these coins. It wanted to come up with its own CBDC. This is in line with what Europe wants to do. Like UK is getting ready for that. Most likely Europe will also do that. Basically, they'll ban the currency and say everybody needs to have a bank account, and you need to deposit your paper currency into that in exchange for the digital currency. Then after that, the monitoring starts. That's the CBDC. That has been the complaint against CBDC for the longest time, from those who don't like it. On the other hand, United States is not banning anything. It doesn't want to have its own CBDC either. It wants to have a democratic platform where others can also thrive. If you are good, you will find the market you want. So this is where the Trump administration stands, and I believe that Biden administration did not want to do anything with Bitcoin, and they wanted to have CBDC and let that control the whole thing. Unfortunately, or fortunately for them, they got booted out. We are now with the Trump administration, which is taking a more inclusive view, and I think that's the right thing to do. So we'll have to wait and see what happens next. But the important takeaway is this is a major win for the crypto industry and for Zhao personally. His net worth is supposed to be in 2 digits millions, like 80 billion or something. Where the hell did he get that kind of money? That's a question that I shouldn't be asking. Maybe you should ask. I don't know where the money came from. We have a few reference links. You can take a look at that to get a little bit more deeper understanding of Binance. As always, you'll have the Democratic senators who are, critics of this. Elizabeth Warren, who actually is believed to have had the auto pen, which means she could sign on behalf of the President Biden. And in fact, the Biden administration was a bureaucrat's wet dream come true. Anything they wanted to do, they could get away with that. I mean, that is the kind of stuff that they enjoyed. And now again, all the things brakes are being put. And in fact, I can tell you the Democrats are losing the popularity race as far as the debt ceiling is concerned. We'll have to wait and see what happens in the next few days, because November 1st is a critical deadline. The SNAP program, this is food assistance program, is going to stop that day. It's also going to kick in new premiums for medical insurance, and it is expected that if you don't have the Obamacare, then your insurance premiums could go up by as much as 100%. So it's meaning like double. If you're paying $400, you'll pay $800. So these are all for the lowest strata of the society in America. They're going to get it hit, and we'll have to wait and see. The problem, the sticking point in this is that the Democrats want to set aside $1.5 trillion for illegal immigrants to get free medical benefits. And I think that's what I'm sure the US also is against it. People are not talking about it, but this is the stark reality. Why should we pay the illegals for their health benefit? Many of them are drug-addled. They don't even belong in the United States. They should self-deport themselves. So these are all some of the problems. I don't think the Democrats are going to win this one. I think they are going to fall flat. At the same time, they're also earning a lot of bad name. We'll see how it goes. This is just my 2 cents. But Obamacare will be there for the citizens of the United States. That's what I believe should be the case. But again, we don't know if the Trump administration takes a hatchet and says, no Obamacare, it has to go. Because they did try to rescind this thing, the whole thing, in the first term, but they could not. Because the benefits are enjoyed by all, not just Democrats. Now, this move also means that other digital currencies are also getting the tacit blessing of the Trump administration, and therefore the Bitcoin value surged again. It has been going up and down, but I think it's going to come settle at some place where, which is it's a little bit more of a normal one. We'll have to wait and see. My guess is that Bitcoin will take a huge hit once the CBDC is announced in Europe. I've told you this in a separate monologue, so we'll leave it at that. If you have any questions, let me just take that. Let's see. Gamers Galore wants to know thoughts on reports of threats to Mr. Modi's life during China visit, in which he was with President Putin in his car. I'm getting two versions here. One says that yes, there was one, and the other one saying no, there was no such thing. It's just that when you are traveling in a foreign country, foreign land, it doesn't matter where you are. They try to bug every little crevice and nook possible. And since Putin had flown his own car and it was supposed to be bulletproof in terms of signals and all that stuff, therefore Modi and Putin decided to have a one-on-one conference there. Nothing more should be read into it. But then people are also saying that, well, is this why he's also not going to ASEAN? Well, again, even if it was true, this will never come out in broad daylight. Next one, Gamers Galore again. Does Vivek have a real shot at Ohio governor election? Oh, absolutely. He has come in with a fresh set of ideas. I think the Ohioans understand where he stands, and I think it is going to make a difference. And Ohio is actually a very pivotal state. It's one of the states that can actually turn around and say, okay, this is what we are going to do moving forward, and set an example for the rest of America. Usually it was California that was doing that, but California has fallen away right now. I mean, it's just like a deep pit right now. All right, so here we go. That's all we have. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.